Morrison. Everybody did show up, but they've kind of gone about their ways now. There's a lot of distractions this morning, and every time I called the guys up the hill, Tux got upset and hopped down and go eat your chicken. Eat your chicken. There you go. Good boy. You ready? Okay. Good morning, sweetheart. Don is really super hoping he doesn't need to worry about a frost freeze tonight, and that the low temps predicted for Sunday go back away. I'm hoping for that too. Hi, sweetie. How are ya? Good morning. Well, thankfully, Barty's over there. He stayed out of my way. Poor guy. I tried so hard to give him attention this morning, but they were all distracted by something. And then when I went to leave to meet Michelle, and I've left myself, you know, minus 2 minutes of when I should have left, then he's like, Mom, you need to bestow attention on me. I'm like, Marty, when I get home, buddy, when I get back home, it'll be warmer then too. Love you, mean it. See you in a little bit. Yeah, I am on my way to meet Michelle for shopping, normal Thursday shopping. Don's gonna head to the landfill. I'll be home to take Johnny to an orthodontics appointment this afternoon. We decided not to get up early to go walk before shopping because of the temperature. Mostly because of the temperature, and also just not wanting to give up one of our mornings when we didn't have to get up early. I actually feel like a human being I woke up on my own at 8:15 this morning. Like, I actually feel like a human being, having gotten, you know, full 7 hours of sleep every night for the past 4 or 5 nights. It's fantastic. Please. I can enjoy TV in the evening without falling asleep, and all these other things that just, you know, work out correctly when I actually get enough sleep. It's all good. I was really sad to read right before leaving, and it really was right before, that a North Carolina student, 17-year-old, was hit getting off a school bus yesterday afternoon and is in critical condition. I believe this occurred up near the Virginia border, but I lost, I don't remember exactly what county or what location it said it happened. Some highway number that was 3 digits that started with a 5. It might have been 561. I'm not familiar with that road. But at any point, it was a Tesla Model Y and driver that hit the student. And I have to give WRAL credit in this case for not leading with the fact that it was a Tesla in the title of the article. And there were no comments in there by the state police. The word autopilot wasn't mentioned. The driver was taken to the sheriff's office and charged with passing a stopped school bus, reckless driving, and some other things. I guess, you know, I'm just going to assume by the sounds of all of that autopilot must not have been engaged. The driver must have taken responsibility for driving the car, which of course they were responsible whether autopilot was engaged or not, but must have taken responsibility. Don worries about people in our country not always knowing that the stop arm, what the school bus stop arm is. Like, do they have that in every country, and is it possible that people are driving and might not be aware of what that red stop arm means? I don't think that's too often, but it has happened that we have had non-US citizens have interactions with buses before. My heart goes out to the family. Apparently the student's in critical condition. I pray that he or she will be okay. And such a bummer, but yeah, not a good thing to read in the morning. Not the kind of press we want. Hopefully the kind of thing that in the future autopilot will help prevent. Yeah, just really just really a bummer. But thanks WRAL for apparently not blowing that one up. I'm sure it will still make national news somehow. And even if autopilot wasn't engaged, because you know it's clicks. Yeah, I did leave a comment that was in Facebook, Tesla Owners of North Carolina. One thing, you know, we should teach our kids not to assume that drivers will stop for them. You know, you've heard of the term defensive driving. You got to watch out for other cars. You've got to protect yourself versus, you know, assuming you're safe. Same thing's true when crossing the street, even with a school bus arm, a stop arm, or at a pedestrian crosswalk, or with, you know, any of the places that out in front of Walmart, any of these places where you would be crossing the street or interacting with traffic in some way. You should assume that people will not stop for you. I've talked with Johnny a lot of times about making eye contact with the driver, because even if you're in the crosswalk or at the entrance to the crosswalk and you're getting ready to enter, you know, the driver making eye contact with you, obvious slowing of the vehicle, even the driver acknowledging with a little movement of their finger or their hand that it's okay for you to go, that they acknowledge that you were there, is so vital to keeping yourself safe when crossing the street. Everyone is guilty at some point or a time of getting distracted, and you need to look out for you. So, you know, the bus driver is responsible for, I guess the stop arm in these newer buses probably goes out and comes in on its own when the bus stops or whatever, or the driver indicates something. I've not seen the modern buses in action too much, but used to be the driver would have to put the arm out and in. It was a mechanical thing, and he or she would decide when. And on top of that, they're supposed to be using their mirrors to make sure it looks safe for the child to cross and all this other stuff, but still, you've got to be looking too. So many times I see, and I don't know that this is the case, but just anyone out on the street and they have their earbuds in and they're looking down at their phone, and I've been guilty of it too. Well, not the earbuds so much, but looking down at my phone. That is not a good time to do that. There's this pretty blue truck in my spot, the California plate. That's all right, I'll park on this side. Lots of people over here to eat at Little Portugal, although it's a little early in the morning to do that. But that is quite the little popular restaurant. Michelle's on her way, but running a little late. I'm gonna swing through Little Angel and then move over to the big store, and I bet she's here by then. Her kids are not on spring break this week, or I would have been organizing a trip to the zoo or the bird park or something. You know, Johnny's spring break lines up with the university, which doesn't necessarily line up with the rest of Wake County, so wish things lined up better. I'm really itching to go back to the zoo or the bird park. It's been too long. That is apparently homemade and super cute. Another week, another homemade quilt. I wonder if this is Richard's scary fabric there with the kitty cats. To be clear, he's a children's book author. There she is. She pulled up in Sean's vehicle. I wonder what's wrong with their van. You look like a bunny rabbit today. I know. Happy St. Patrick's from SpongeBob, yeah. So why Sean's car? What's wrong with your van?
Oh, yeah. I need a part that's not going to be in until May. And he doesn't recommend driving it. So Sean and I have to come to the Lord.
Oh my God, May. It's a Chrysler minivan, for God's sake.
I have to take it back to the dealership and get the part maybe that way.
Go to a junkyard. We ought to be able to find the part. Wow, that's pretty cool.
I really.
Michelle has movie-themed room and movie-themed stuff on the wall. I don't see how you can pass it up. Easter or Halloween. Cute either way. And Donnie, I'm going to spare you. It's not too expensive, but she's holding a rabbit instead of a cat. Now, if it was a cat instead of a rabbit, it'd have to come home. I do like the owl, though. Our cart is a little lighter than normal today.
I'm behaving, honey.
Little things come in great packages, though.
Wink, wink, wink.
I always wanted dinosaurs on a dress, didn't you?
Especially when they go on tour, you know, with all those mechanical dinosaurs.
We could wear it to the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences.
Oh, to Universal Park.
Oh yeah, Jurassic World. I beg your pardon. Are you gonna take her to the Grand Ole Opry?
Probably.
Yeah, Ariel.
Dollywood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, cool. I guess somebody was feeling prickly.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Way cool. It's a Nike shirt, but unless I want Dawn to look like Bumblebee, the Transformer, I think I'll pass. I did find him this one though. Oh, we have not seen that before. What size is that?
Small.
That's not fair. Not fair at all. It does look like a medium, but dang it. It was another good shopping day. It was. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day a day early. We both had our green on today and getting our Irish on today.
Bra.
Yeah.
Or go braless.
Funny. Only you, sweetie. Only you. Love you. Mean it. Looks like they're here swapping out the flags, which have snowflakes on them, for something more spring-like. They did not do the one near me, so that's good. I just like to be out of their way, although it's, you know, not a big deal what they're doing. And yes, that's the air conditioner running because the car got a lot of solar gain while I was in Guardian Angel, and I did not have climate on or anything today. It's 140. We were in there longer than you would have thought, considering we didn't buy that much. I see Don pulling the GMC back in. He must just be back from the landfill. I'm home for just shy of an hour, like maybe 50 minutes before Johnny and I leave for the orthodontist. So I'm probably gonna leave Ruby out, but if she's in the way, I'll put her in. Michelle had this for me for St. Patrick's Day. She's the best. I have a sneaking suspicion that it might be an Annalie doll. Elf. Let me get it out. Oh my goodness. These are way different than any of the other ones I have. Love, 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 love. Oh, thank you, Michelle. How's everything looking?
It's looking good. I'm just tweaking on the little trees a little bit just to get the, you know, so they grow straight.
Right, not anything to do with the frost freeze, but just a that one was the one that we got bare dirt, I think.
Yeah.
And planted from a special nursery, and it needs adjustment at least once a year as it grows. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah. Cool. I got something for you besides the Fila shirt and the NASA shirt.
You got me another watch.
I did, because everybody needs 10 or 15 or 20.
Watches. Boy, this has got a lot of buttons.
It's a Fossil.
Oh, Fossil, huh?
And,
it'll be 2 Fossil watches for me.
Yeah, what's the other one?
My smartwatch is a Fossil.
Oh, right.
Okay, this is a Fossil.
Well, you're going to have to read up on it, and I think it needs a battery.
Oh, I'm sure it needs
But I thought you'd have fun getting your kid out and opening it up, tinker with it, put a new battery in.
It's got a really nice band.
It's got the band was worth what I paid for the watch.
Yeah, the watch, honestly,
it's 100%, it's real leather band. It's a high quality band.
Even my other watch, the back is plastic, and it's just got like a leather veneer over the top, but this one's like a real leather. Stitched and everything. Real thread.
Have fun. Open her up and see what you can do with it.
Yeah, let's get my battery. Yep, have to order a battery.
That day when you make a very I'm running late Tesla maneuver right in front of another Tesla owner. His license plate is hot 55. And just not having a good traffic afternoon. We were a couple minutes late, and now we're over 5 minutes late, and I'm just trying to breathe. It's not coming super easy right now. Oh yeah, that was great. Not only was there a backup here by Vance Elementary School on Old Stage Road, but they were laying down fresh asphalt. And then the roller guy wasn't watching where he was going after they told me I could go, and he kind of was inching toward Ruby. I had to stop and wait for him. He had no clue because he wasn't looking in my direction. It was just grand. Guess it's a little worse in the other direction though. Wow. I don't know why Ruby brought me this way. It was supposed to be shorter. The be nice over here when they get it done. Well, we saw some people at the orthodontist we hadn't seen in 3 or 4 years, and they were so happy to see Johnny. Everybody loves Johnny. And he shared a picture of him from his prom last year and talked about heading off to college and got some BattleBot conversation in, and it was really nice. It's almost like was catching up with old friends. And no more yucky stuff in your mouth. What do you call it, Johnny? It was
call it molds.
The mold. No more mold stuff. They just like 3D scan your teeth and your mouth to make the mouth guard now. So it was a much easier process. Parking at its finest, tell you. I'm taking Johnny up to Taekwondo. I'm going to call into the Triangle Tesla owners virtual meetup. Dawn's fasting today. I cooked for me right before leaving. I'm going to cook for Johnny after exercise. Both of us always preferred to eat after Taekwondo than before. Don went for a run while we were at the orthodontist, and he did offer to go over to South Park and walk the track with me, or the whole walk from the environmental park or whatever if I wanted to go. But as much as my knee's been bothering me lately, and I just really don't like exercising late afternoon and then getting up the next morning and going right back out there, it's not enough rest time for my knee in between. I said thank you, but no thank you. So no walk for me today if you were keeping track. I don't do that very often, but if I miss one day a month, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people would take off the 7th day anyway, and I don't like to do that, but that does give me flexibility when life gets in the way, which is what, you know, basically happened today. So did I say I'm in the neighborhood because we've been really, really frustrated trying to make that left turn. We waited forever on the way to the orthodontist, and I just didn't feel like waiting today. Any potential for waiting.